What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear and crew here for Merrowstrand, episode 16.
Tim, your arms look so weird with the RTX. It made them like get all tiny at the top.
I know, it's like, yeah, so small.
You got humbled real quick.
Real quick. I've been laying off the protein this week.
Witch-like cabbage hands.
Finally, it's my turn.
Adam does that old check out the
Wait, oh my god, I'm so strong.
Oh, it's good to be back. 1 week is way too long. I don't know how you plebs do it that play D&D once a month. That might as well be restarting a whole new campaign. I can't go every other week.
There's no way people do that. That's not a real thing.
That's what people used to do.
No way.
100%.
No, thank you.
The worst is the every other week, though. Having every other week is just...
I would still choose that over once a month, but yes, every other week it's
a very unpleasurable version of edging.
Yeah. Hi, I'm 10-Second Tom. Like, it's gone, man. It is gone.
You spend the first 2 hours like, wait, what the fuck did we do?
Right.
Yeah, I have that trouble week to week. But again, a lot of that's the Voodoo Ranger's fault.
$2. I called myself out on it. Don't worry. I can see RoBear just charging me $2 right now.
You know what?
Tim's back for less than 2 minutes.
Hey, I was the only one last week. I was the only one last week.
Effects in the box that calculate the curses, and you can just light them up. And then we all
no, because that'll make the AI.
We don't incentivize over here.
No.
I was the only one last game that did, so I have to make up for it. But this is my last game.
The problem is though, it's the timing. You have to at least give it like a couple of minutes before that, because the AI finds them real quick in the beginning.
We've used our one.
Right in the beginning of the...
Yeah,
we've used our one for the R rating. Okay, this is it.
Isn't it a PG-13?
Oh yeah, PG-13. All right, whoever's
we're Moana.
Whoever's playing with stuff in the background, I don't know, but I am highly sensitive to all the things that you guys are fidgeting with. Pre-show was just an amalgamation of like, I can tell you guys haven't played in a while. You're playing with everything around you. If you don't have Crisp on, or if you have a broadcast, please turn it on to save all of the audio files lives. That would be fantastic.
And by audio files, you mean audio file.
There are 4 patrons who pay for the audio version of this, and I'm here to defend their right to be able to get away with it without fingernails on a chalkboard. We can hear all of the things, okay?
Just got to play this game with our eyes closed so we can feel what it's like.
I got these new pens and they're mini lightsabers, and I've been messing with them so much.
I mean, that is
I think we found what it is. It's the pen lightsabers.
It's Boris over here.
Put it away.
To be fair, that's pretty cool. So
I am invincible.
Let's see him.
Adam, you'd be so happy. So we're going back and watching through Star Wars with my youngest right now, and we just watched episode 1, and she was just, oh man.
By episode 1, do you mean episode 3 or like real episode?
No, episode 1. We're starting. And then 1.
Hey, we use real numbers here.
Sorry, I count old man numbers. We start at 3 when it comes to Star Wars.
Don't worry, nobody has any clue on what Final Fantasy you played beyond 7 and then 10 and beyond. All the other ones are like, it's Japanese 2, but actually Super Nintendo 3, Game Boy 4.
I played 12. No, bro, you played X2. Settle down.
Dude, I love 10 and 10-2. Sorry.
10-2.
You're probably the only person who liked 10 too.
You need to turn.
No! Oh, sorry.
I started a bad trend. I'm sorry.
Yes, you did.
You need to turn that fan up a little bit down there, ball man.
Reach down here and turn it to level 2 until after intro.
4 minutes later. I can tell this one's already going to get sent off to the editor. Thanks, guys. You're awesome.
Don't worry, I got you. What's going on, guys? CaptainRoBear here for Merrowstrand, episode 16.
No, we started here. This is where we started.
This is that moment when I go, okay, I need to go and double check and make sure I have enough space on my computer. It already seems like it's Murphy's Law night.
Oh boy, yeah, there's that one.
It's okay. I have plenty of storage over here on this phantom drive that turns itself on and off again. It's fantastic.
Is it still doing that?
Yeah, it likes to only work when it wants to. No, I got 33 gigs. Let's go. Let's go.
Think of all the F-bombs we can fit in there.
Sick.
From 15 episodes? Yes.
Well, we need to pick up where we left off of last week. After finally getting a long rest in the city, being able to recharge, and do whatever you felt like doing, you guys paid a trip to Siren's Call, the Grand Warden's Lodge in Marincia, under the sea in Merrowstrand. You guys took a little trip through an ancient vault. Your time down here, you guys were able to procure some new loot and goodies. Adam, I just realized the part about your spike shield that you have now. You will notice inside your character sheet, one part that we didn't read is that you can fire those spikes.
Get.
They are projectiles, and you have 6 of them on your shield. And yeah, they're actually listed as shield spikes. They have their own role, so you officially now have a ranged weapon on your hands.
All right.
Do they refresh?
Yes, they do.
Can they hurt us?
Yes, they can.
I'm not Krak.
I mean, it's not Krak, so you're fine.
No offense, Adam. I've seen how you roll.
See you guys later.
So you actually have a total HP on your shield now of 71, and you're able to block 10 points each time that you use shield block with it.
That's a strong boy shield.
If you want to use your offensive maneuver on your shield, whenever you block, you are able to, 1, use your reaction, which is to assist, and use your offensive reaction on the same turn because of your spikes. So you can roll to hit with shield spikes in the same time that you block.
Nice.
But it will use both your reactions on that go.
Got it.
I have this really funny thought of Christain having to walk around the battlefield and pick up all his spikes and then screw them back onto his shield when he's done with battle.
Oh my God, if you throw it on your back, you're just like a little Bowser.
Peaches, peaches, peaches.
That's the requirement for them to grow back in the morning.
You have this thing for him.
We are once again going to make a time hop of you guys picking up a day later after your vault loot extravaganza. Go ahead and give me those fortitude saves. $22 for Bud and Mr. Tien. That's rollies.
Rollies.
I can give you a rolly.
D20.
Eat that.
It's
yeah,
me.
that's what I thought.
Mr. Bud.
Yeah.
Would you like to start the day in your Victorian bungalow on the seaside? You are the first one up.
Man. Oh. This back and forth between the underwater and the above water, it's been like really good for my skin. And he's just kind of like laying in bed, just kind of like moisturizing and just feeling this like wetness that he really hasn't felt since he was in Bog Hollow. I don't know. This is I can get used to this, pal. I can get used to this. Wait, pal? And he looks around to see Pal still not sleeping in his nice, beautiful, warmed. Okay, well, I know what'll wake him up. And Bud'll head downstairs and go and start working on just breakfast, getting things going. But setting more into routines, more familiar routines. You know, this is becoming less of a house and more of a home, I feel like, as these days have gone by, as we've started bonding. So there's, you know, as he's going down the stairs, there's like the normal squeaky stair that he knows to avoid, right? So he skips that step and goes down to keep the house quiet and starts making his way down, kind of leaps over the railing as the stairs come down and bend to the side. Gets to that last switchback and just kind of jumps out onto the ground. Does another big stretch as he gets down there. Looks outside, sees the normal like carrier birds coming through and bringing the mail. Goes, grabs the daily paper, brings it in, sets it down on the table.
There is one envelope that has the seal of Siren's Call on it.
Look at this.
It is a kind of a seafoam greenish blue seal on it where you can see the Grand Lodge in the front and its large A-frame design sprinkled with a little bit of gold flake in between. It appears to be of a thicker stock, almost invitation-like than what you have received before, and it's addressed to Tarben.
This doesn't feel like one of those Hallmark greeting cards. Oh, look at that! It's for Tarben, not for Christian. Okay. Grabs the paper, walks back into the house. Heads to the kitchen, starts working on coffee, and then does the classic open up the food pantry and just stare aimlessly into it of just, I mean, when do we even go grocery shopping? Somebody needs to, we need to assign that out. Our food situation here is really dwindling, and I don't know what to make. Maybe the coffee will wake them up. And I'll just go and start working on coffee and get the bacon out and attempt to start working on bacon, hoping that will at least wake up his friend Pal. But that's not really his skill set.
Mr. Tian.
Yeah, I think Christain would wake up and kind of typical fashion, don his armor, and would head downstairs and not worry about skipping a step to not make loud noises. As he would just kind of go down and then yeah, I'd probably start smelling the coffee and the bacon. I guess that's being cooked, and
those sound like Christian steps.
It is me. You're right. Morning coffee ready?
Yeah. We got a cup for you. I was going to start working on breakfast, but I'm not that good of a cook, and also I don't know what to make with pasta and cheese sauce and broccoli that's going to be good for breakfast. So I did bacon.
Why would you offer those 3 things then?
That's all I could find when I looked in there.
Oh, right. Probably should have someone go shopping.
We probably should have signed. That should be one of our chores that we rotate around. Yeah.
Right. But coffee's done, yes?
Yeah. And it's good. As he Kermit the Frog sips on it, staring at you.
Oh my.
I'll grab myself a cup of coffee and notice the letter and probably pick it up real quick and then realize it's for Tarben. Interesting.
Yeah, man, I was out there with the mail this morning. I figured, I saw the Siren's Call symbol on there. I figured that had to have been for you, but I guess they want Tarben.
Well, he's hard to miss.
That he is.
And I'll just sip the coffee and wait for the others to wake up and get the day started.
Krak, you're up next.
Literally.
So Krak,
Literally Krak.
Krak spends most of his morning like tending to his owlbear egg.
Oh, that's right.
He set up like a little like thing above his forge, and the forge kind of looks like the forge from like the Mandalorian. Like it's a lot of like just straight jets, just a tiny little forge that he can use, and he set up a space above it that the egg will rest on, so that it has constant heat from the forge.
Dude.
And he's also like looking at these blueprints that he got and trying to figure out how to make this armor set. So he's very late to come down to breakfast.
As you should. As you should. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a roll. Since you're using essentially your crafting tools plus general nature knowledge, I'm going to have you split the difference. What is your nature check? Krak?
Let me take a look here. Ugh, nature is -1.
Oh,
-1 plus your crafting, which I imagine is top tier.
Crafting is +13.
+13. Okay, so this will be a +6.
I don't have anything that's +6, so I'll just roll a d20 +6.
Yep. Also, since you are on your mobile rig, make sure to turn Crisp back on for you, Timmy.
Yeah, I'll switch it off and on, but they're like right next to me as well, so.
Crisp is like, yes, audio. Here it is. I can deliver it to you.
Plus, I'm using a foot switch, so.
Much appreciated.
Right. Here is the roll.
Oh no!
Boo. I'm gonna use advantage. I'm gonna use an advantage card.
No!
Oh wait, no, not advantage. What do I have here? Because advantage you have to call beforehand.
Yeah, luck you could do.
Let's see. We've got lucky in the party hand.
Yeah, you gotta.
Please,
you guys gotta remember.
The house, please.
You gotta use all your stuff before.
Yeah, but it's been 2 weeks, RoBear.
I know it's been 2 weeks, but it's been 6 months otherwise.
Yeah, but it's been 2 weeks.
The party card.
I've never played this game before in my life.
I can't even read all these cards.
I found one for you. You want me to play it out of the party hand?
Yeah, luck card. Yeah.
Okay.
So the trick is to open up the party hand and then hit card stack in the top right. Then you can actually see the names.
Now it's off to the spent pile. You got that luck. Enjoy.
If you want to add anything else, now is the time to do so.
I don't have anything for my hand, so I'm gonna look at this crazy party hand again.
When you're in it, it helps if you click
cool.
card stack and then look through the actual.
Yeah. It looks like there's a lot of 1d6s in here, so I'll just take one of those as well. So it's a +1.
D6, yeah, +1. Oh no!
Slightly better.
Hey, it's better. It's better.
Noted.
Noted.
See those noteds in chat?
Next one up.
Is that me?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I rolled like a 3.
It's like a dream, man. So you see Tarben's room, and you see this almost larger than life bear-shaped form on his pillow bed in his room. But that's not where you see the movement from. In what is almost like a furry cocoon behind the door with Caramout's bite in both hands, you see Tarben start to descend from the corner of the wall with his new spider shoes. As he comes down from behind the door.
Oh my gosh.
Spider bear.
Yeah,
Spider
Spider
bear.
I predicted that's where that was going at all.
As after the first night here, he's been a little wary of sleeping in his own bed. He's set up a decoy and has put himself in an ambush position.
He is his own Kimosabe. He's gonna to jump him. Oh, that's
Honestly,
so good.
that makes sense.
And there's not a lot of ceremony behind it. He doesn't even, nudge the bed. He just kind of just gathers himself and makes his way downstairs. The smell of coffee just drifting into his nostrils you can hear.
Now
Not quite
those
at all.
Those sound like Tarben steps for sure.
I would agree.
Hey, you got coffee and a letter?
Who would be sending me mail? I haven't angered anyone at least 3 or 4 days, and the HOA is not going to throw us out of this place.
This does not look like an angry piece of mail. It looks freaking fancy. Look at this thing. And I'll kind of walk it over towards you. I'm not even I'm too afraid to even throw it. Like I pick it up with both hands and bring it over towards you.
I just grab it with one hand.
That was nice cardstock.
I'm not interested in the letter. I'm just gonna jam it in my belt loop as I'm making my way towards the coffee.
You're not even gonna open it?
I'll open it in a second.
But
Coffee
I'm so
first.
curious.
He just woke up. Give him some time to get coffee.
Yeah.
See, even Christain knows his priorities.
Coffee is a must.
Okay, well, I'll pour it and I'll go run past you and then go pour your cup for you. Find your what is it?
I'm gonna need you to throw a strength check depending on how narrow this walkway is.
Oh boy, here we go.
Tarben is hell bent on getting his own cup of coffee this morning.
I'll give you a good one then.
He's gonna just bear check you into the counter. It's just
here's my athletics for you.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll give you 18.
Nice. Here we go. I'll throw against you for that 18. You might actually win. as you go to rush by, and he just takes that hand he tucked that letter with and just sticks it out and stops you dead in your tracks.
You see the very cartoonish frog legs just kind of fling forward as my body stops. Okay.
It's all right. I can get my own coffee.
Yeah.
I'll let you read the letter when I'm done with it.
It's okay. I'll just kind of unfold myself off of your arm.
As Tarben goes to the coffee and removes his arm from you, just reaches back at his belt loop and throws this letter at you, just very, very sloppily. He doesn't care if you catch it or it hits the ground or not, because he's hell bent on coffee. Just if you're so gosh darn infatuated with reading it, just open it.
I don't gotta tell me twice. As I would take it, unfold it, and uncrease it, and go sit back in my chair, getting ready to open it.
Watching that wonderful black bean water pour into my Merrowstrand Chamber of Commerce cup. So, what did it say?
It says, okay, dear Tarben, please return all of the gear you stole from our sister guild down under the sea.
No.
No.
But they asked nicely. They gave you a nice letter for it.
No.
I'm just messing with you.
I was invited and I took what was given to me.
I'm just messing with you. Here's what it says.
Angry they didn't have that shield that I wanted. I have to make it myself.
As he then goes to actually gingerly break the seal and then open the letter to actually read its contents. Do I pee on it? No.
Roll to urinate.
Gingerly break the seal.
Roll to secrete frog fluids.
Dear God.
Depending on the letter contents, that may happen.
Bud. About a paragraph in,
Oh, Jesus.
you realize that there is a rather personal note attached here. And it is in very proper calligraphy. Well, at first thinking that this was some sort of invitation, you have a official correspondence from royalty. Before you start relaying this, it is your option to do so or have pause.
I am quick with words and quick with reading. So I will have read the whole, like, as I get to that first paragraph and realize this is a personal note, I'm going to look up at Tarben, see him fully invested in his cup of coffee, look back at the letter, skim it for keywords, as I then peek back up from the letter and say, this is a letter for you. This is very personal.
Perception check.
I think you could probably have figured that out because his name was on the envelope.
Well, I mean, normally, like, just like a letter from your mom just comes in like a cheap old envelope and, you know, maybe some lined paper. I mean, this is fancy stuff. Real fancy stuff.
26. I will DM you a few key parts to this as you hand the envelope off.
Yeah, and I'll fold it back up and just kind of like, not obviously slow, but just, you know, making it so that I can get that full quick read in as I push the letter back into the envelope, close it back up. Yeah, this I don't know, you'll want to read this yourself first. I'd be interested to know who sent it, but yeah, this is for you. Yeah, no. I'm quick.
Tarben just has his cup of coffee in his hand. He looks at you, doesn't know exactly the read to get off of this, but gets an air that you're not putting him on. And I'm just gonna reach out and grab that with my free hand, and I'm gonna stroll out onto the deck with my coffee and watch the sun come up and read exactly what the hell you just read and aren't telling me anything about.
And like once you leave past the doorway, I'm gonna kind of lean over to Christian. I'm pretty sure that letter came from somebody like really fancy and royal. And I don't know. I want to say that might have came from like his old mountain folk type of people. I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting. Was there a seal on the back of the letter?
Yeah, it was from the Siren's Call, was the seal. I know. That's what I said. Like, just on the lines aren't lining and the dots aren't dotting, you know?
Well, he will share if he wishes for us to know.
Yeah.
Tarben, do you go to read this letter by yourself?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm going out to the little deck that juts out that we had drinks before.
All right. It is your choice. Do you want to hear this letter in confidence? Or are you willing to share meta-wise with the table? The choice is yours.
No, I'm down for sharing meta with the table. I think this is an interesting pivot.
All right.
Thank God I was so like, I want to know.
I was really hoping for him to
he's
say
fine.
I was really hoping for him.
Tell me.
What are you going to do with all that power?
Adam would be DMing me later. So, wait, what did it say? What did it say?
You're going to make me rewatch the episode to go find out and then not be able to talk about it?
I don't do that.
Inside the correspondence is a lengthy letter from the royal court of Marincia.
I'll be back in a little bit.
No.
Do you need to step away from the table?
Sorry, that was QP. She was coming in for something. She's fine.
Oh, okay. I thought you were telling us. I was like, hey, it's cool. We'll skip that part and go later. Okay. Just let me.
Sorry. I'm in the house right now.
It's okay.
Doing networking stuff.
No worries, buddy. No worries. It is royal correspondence from the animal kingdom of Marincia. Just scanning down to the bottom of the note is addressed and signed by the Orca King, King Tonga. It jars your memory from a mild reference from Venris, mentioning that at some point in time, he'd like to get you two in the same room, considering that you both come from the cold northern waters near the Caliban Mountains. The letter briefly goes in to a personal conversation of wanting to meet up. Soon to be friend of the North, as they refer to you, all in professional calligraphy, yet still anointed inside of a letter sent from Siren's Call. Not knowing the voice even of this orca yet, it's odd as you envision what this king can sound like inside your own head. Like reading a book for the first time and assigning a personality to someone that you do not know. A lengthy letter calls for discretion in a meeting, a place outside of the royal palace, a place more suitable, as in the Siren's Call. You quickly understand why the correspondence was sent from the Warden's Lodge. But apparently that meeting has been fast-tracked, requesting you and your party's presence back at the Warden's Lodge later this evening.
A lot of this plays out in Tarben's head where he can remember making offerings to the sea of dead enemies for the orcas. And we had talked about it before, and he's still trying to envision this conversation and what it would sound like. He sits there and just slowly sips his cup of coffee and looks across the water. And is curious on why this chance meeting is been fast-tracked to tonight. Now, a very much look of concern on his face as takes that letter with a little more care, folds it up and places it in his breast pocket. Goes back inside the kitchen to see what the miscreants are up to right now.
Well, what did it say?
He hasn't stopped talking about it since you left.
Oh, but if you must know, you remember, at one point we were talking about orcas, my people in the north.
At that moment,
that name on there.
You hear as Pal slides down ahead of you, Akiko.
Man, dude, oh man, you read that. I literally was just gonna wake up. I want to wake up and just kind of hear this, just clawing at the bottom of the door, where it's just like trying to get out. Just like
he's a morning gator. He smelled that bacon.
You can just let him out the window.
I was waiting for someone to mention the bacon.
Let him out the window.
God.
Hey, the window's just a door.
I'm gonna open the door.
It's just a small door.
It's not a door. Don't put the dog out the window. Easy ask. I'm gonna kind of like look at him, and he just looks up with his little eyes, just like right up next to the door. I can kind of hear everyone's chatter downstairs. I'm gonna open up and just watch him just kind of slither real fast down the. Oh my God, what is that?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You see nothing.
Here's the funny part. It's not even a teaser for anything.
Nope,
it was me looking
at exactly what it is.
It was me looking at tokens and
Exactly what it was.
When I saw dragon tokens, I just like.
Dude's messaging me last night. He's like, "How can I get access to my tokens? How can I get access to my token art? I need to get access to my token.
I gotta pull some art down.
Worms and dragon turtles and.
How gorgeous are these tokens, though?
They look great.
They're really cool.
They're great.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Look, if there's that many enemies in this next encounter, like roll new characters. Like,
Yeah.
like,
There you go, Drac.
I
There's our
don't care what
TPK
you
you
say.
asked for.
We ain't doing that.
God, my heart straight sank.
That was amazing. I was like, why is it taking long to load? This doesn't even. Oh my God.
Oh, I know why. I know why.
Incredible.
I'm gonna open the door. Pal's just gonna, with top speed.
Everybody's gonna get one tonight, apparently.
3 down, 2 to go.
Oh, we lost her for a moment. Oh, she's back.
Yeah, her Discord's been on the fritz on her. You're back now.
Am I back?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
video's there, sound's there, everything's there.
I thought Rob just kicked me out for that.
You got cut.
What is happening? What's with me? Am I being hazed right now?
16th
Where's
episode.
Ashton Kutcher? You've been pumped. No,
Oh my God.
I showed my age.
So I'm
with
gonna
that.
let Pal out. He's gonna go down with great speed. Swirl around the corner, and I'm gonna kind of like, big stretch, open the door, and kind of slow slunk out. I'm like still kind of like trying to like soften my fur from how much we've been in salt water. I'm having the complete opposite of Bud right now, where it's frizzy. I need massive amounts of conditioner. Our shower's not the best. It's and we all have to take turns. I'm not getting enough time to like really set it back down. I'm gonna come down and just immediately I'm gonna grab the closest coffee mug that's like, I'm assuming sitting on the counter.
Oh, there's the traitor as he eyes Pal coming down the stairs. Yeah, nah, I see what gets you out of bed is the bacon still, isn't it? We got words together. We'll have words together. Oh, hi, Akiko. Hey, did you sleep good?
I think I'd sleep better if I didn't feel so dry.
Dry? We've been spending half our time underwater.
Yeah, in salt water, and then we come out, and then we spent all day at the beach. It's just, I don't know. What's up with him? And I'm just, Tarben still kind of looking at the letter.
Oh, he got some mail.
As matter of home, seems. King Tonga, great Orca king, wants to meet. But nature, it seems very formal. Something that, it's a form I haven't seen in a long time.
Do you know him already? Does he want to talk to you?
It's not an acquaintance I've met, but my people would give sacrifices to his pod. This was our custom, it was our way.
You're not trying to sacrifice us, are you?
No.
Okay, I just had to be sure.
As you see that furrowed brow lighten for a second, you almost the tips of his muzzle, you can see that smile kind of creep up from your question. You actually request the presence of myself and all of us tonight at the Warden's Lodge.
The old sacrifices came in the form of salmon that spawn up the Coral River in your homeland. That salmon run being a key part.
That was some salmon.
I'm not gonna let her know that. Come on.
Keyword word.
You know, when times were tight, we'd sacrifice what we could. Depends on what was available. Bodies of our enemies, or an abundance of salmon that came up the river.
And what did you get from this king in return?
Smooth waters, protection of the coast.
In particular, you received your shipping lanes being opened as they would open up those ice lanes for you during critical times when your island could be quite locked.
We're in the cold north, dependent on not just ships, but what lies in the water to help break the ice. King Tonga's pod clear the ways for supplies that we needed on the mountain. It's one of those things that's just knocked over my
Fan?
phones. Yep. Fan got me. One of those things where couldn't survive on the mountain without it. And he almost pauses. Extra help from beyond. He was never a fan of importing what he couldn't manufacture on the mountain.
Point of order. They're the Caliban Mountains, but does the island have its own name?
You know what? It is really the mountain. It is a beach.
So it'd be Caliban Island, and they're the Caliban Mountains.
Yeah.
Cool. Noted. This place is not bad. The hammocks are nice.
So you like the kiddie pool?
Kiddie pool's excellent. Drinks are good as well. She shakes a little bit of the hangover off. As you guys probably had one of those Sunday nights where you went out to the Applebee's and had too many Brutuses. Good Sunday tradition, definitely half off.
I'll tell you what, the specials around here, they're just, I mean, they just want you to come in and spend like nothing for all the booze. It's great.
Welcome to
It'll
Port
do that
Towns.
to you.
I think it also helps that we beat up a bunch of pirates that were kind of bothering everyone.
That's my arm still hanging over the bar. Not my arm, but the one I ripped off.
I think it's fair to call it your arm.
That's damn right, it's my arm.
That will help as well.
Wait, where's Krak at? He's normally up pretty early.
It's at that point you hear just like a loud crash of like stuff just dumping over.
I was gonna say, it's like having a toddler be quiet in the house. Like, something's wrong.
That's the sound I was looking for. Okay, now we know. Oh, President
you just
accounted
hear
for.
like, you know, blurps and beeps and curses and
Oh, that's right. He got that new fancy armor set. I bet she's been tinkering. I bet she didn't sleep at all last night.
I'll
Oh,
go
gross.
check on him, I suppose. And yeah, Christain will get up and he'll head towards Krak's dungeon. And
Dungeon is Krak.
You just
And,
imagine like a finger painted sign on the door that just
Crack
cracks.
hole.
But it only comes up to the doorknob height.
yeah.
It's like way too low.
It's
Yeah.
Crack's Club, no losers allowed.
The K is backwards.
Yes.
we're officially playing Dungeons and Krakens.
No live flames.
Live flames.
Oh my
And,
god, it's so dope.
Yeah, I'll just probably get to the door and just hear like the continued cursing and like, you know, commotion, and I'll just like kind of gently like bang on the door a little bit. Krak, you okay?
You just hear, come on in.
Okay. Open the door. What do I see?
So you don't see Crack right away. All you see is this like armor set, and it's like head to toe, and it's imposing even for like, you know, goblin size. And so you see, hold on a second. You hear like, and you see an arm just reach around and just put something in the chest, very like Iron Man-esque. And he goes, "Okay, somebody has to be here to witness this." And Krak literally steps up into this armor set, and it just encloses around him. And as it encloses around the head, it splits down the center and fits his head. And he goes, "Well, what do you think?"
Impressive. May I look closer?
Yeah.
Pause.
And yeah, and Christain will walk up and he'll kind of like take a look at the armor and the quality, and part of it appreciation for well-made, well-crafted armor, but then also kind of at a loss for this arcane technological, like whatever you've done, amalgamation of how this thing works that he's just not familiar with, and he's just kind of curious as he kind of just like almost it's a little bit like of just kind of like staring and then occasionally just like tapping or whatnot, and then at one point it's like, you know, suit and tie going to prom for a second. He kind of just like adjusts like the right pauldron a little bit and then just kind of like shakes it a little bit. This is well made, although I'm unsure how it functions or what you did to make it function like this, but this is a fine set.
And as you're like walking around, you see in the like discarded in the corner other pieces of this armor. Like you can tell he is like come in and look at it and gone, "This isn't gonna work," and taken stuff off of it and like made it like his own. And as you come around the front, you see the chest piece. You see what looks like living lightning in a very small bottle.
What is this? As he kind of like gets close but doesn't touch it because he's not sure what it does.
Oh yeah, this is the best part of this whole thing, man. I saw this in the little booklet that it come with, and like, it's literally lightning in a bottle.
Is it safe?
No. No, I'm pretty sure like even if I tip over, it's gonna be bad, man.
I would hope not. You're planning on wearing this armor, yes?
I'm wearing it now.
You want to test it?
And he goes, yeah, hold on a second. And all of a sudden you see like his bomb launcher like come up from behind his shoulder, very like War Machine style. And it's like, and it like,
Oh, yeah.
like Predator moves around and like aims where his eyes aim.
I was going to ask if you were going to be able to throw, but I see you have that. I meant more of letting the central lightning piece take a hit or two.
I think I have to work.
It's kind of in the middle front, so it should be armored as it's, well, kind of a key point that most people used to focus on.
That's a really good point. I think I messed up on that one.
So it's not like if I were to hit it now, it might explode.
There's one way to find out. Hit me.
Is he gonna do it? Oh, jeez.
Well, lucky for you, I am used to lightning, and I just gauntlet just balls up, and I just go and I just do this punch right into that center chest piece. I'm
You
not doing the sword
sadistic.
yet, but
Better not blow up my coffee. I'm gonna be angry.
Oh my gosh.
and I'm just gonna punch. I'm gonna punch the chest piece with my hand, and the gauntlet, the armored gauntlet.
Go ahead, and roll on that. You letting him crack?
I want to test out the defenses of it, so like he'll have to roll against the armor class for sure.
Sure.
He did yell, "Hit me!"
Hit me!
Cool. So it's just gonna be a straight up.
I'll just roll an attack roll. Boop. It's an
The time
I am indestructible!
over again.
Oh, it's so good. It's
Oh.
just so good.
Is dead.
I'll break my hand.
Does this consistently happen?
Oh,
It's just-
so.
It's impressive.
It's impressive for
It's
sure.
it's art.
It is art. It really is art.
The nuke goes off, and the entire of
We
Merrowstrand
just
is
patched
destroyed
that
in a
wall.
vortex.
You
Yeah.
better have not broken my goddamn.
No, it's his
Chamber of
one.
Commerce
No,
coffee
this
cup.
is the best possible thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
Krak, describe how you obliterate Christian's punch. How do you stop this
So it's
in the most
it's-
over the top way you can describe with your new set of armor?
So Krak, deciding that he wants to test out some of his other gear that he got, will decide to meet the punch with another punch, and he will punch out with his arcane gun, or his what is it called? Not arcane gauntlet. What did I get?
Fist him back.
Alchemical gauntlet. And so he will meet like literally fist to fist.
Anime style, there is a fissure of energy that erupts upstairs in the house. Everything is just
Earthquake! Earthquake! And Bud like quickly dives underneath the table.
I'd get up. It's just Crack waking up.
What? That was definitely at least a 4.
You can hear
I'm cleaning it this time.
Christain is blown backwards through the door, out into the hallway on his back, as he hits every step on the way down, and his helmet is jettisoned out the front door with his face down.
Oh. Krak, you were supposed to let me hit the center. Just like lays there for a second.
I'm gonna
I
use
thought you
an
said
improvised
test.
attack to throw a dish towel over your face, because that seems to be something you're sensitive about, and I think Tarben would notice that at the rip.
Like toss it like I'm just like laying there like stomach and like head to the side and just like unsure of like what power that was that came from this amalgamation of armor and diabolical genius. Is like just this like chaos and like pretty creative. And I think he kind of like pushes himself up and like takes the towel, but he doesn't really cover his face because it just feels weird to like hold a towel up. And I don't think he would. He just kind of like gathers himself for a second, and then he just kind of marches out to try to find his helmet. But I don't think he like holds the towel up or puts it over his head or anything like that. He just kind of stands up, and just kind of like determined goes to try to get his helmet.
You guys need to get in a doorway. There could be an aftershock. As I have managed to miss probably the only opportunity that I'll ever get to see Christian's face as I've cowered underneath the table thinking it was an earthquake.
Seeing this, I'm just gonna look at Akiko and kind of be rather surprised that he's tossed my towel aside. This is not that
I'm
big a
just gonna-
deal.
I'm gonna roll my eyes just really hard and just turn away and take a sip of my coffee. I'm still mad about this.
What a wild card to roll too, with it being a plus bonus to AC. How fitting. Meant to be.
Classic.
How are you doing up there?
I'm kind of stuck in this thing now. I used all the energy.
Akiko, why don't you go juice him up? Give me one of those lightning bolts you're so famous for.
I thought he could do it too.
Seems like he might need a little bit of your, he whirls his finger around, you know, that thing you do. And whirling dervish of energy.
I'll just kind of like take another sip of my coffee and put it down and kind of go over and just see my tail kind of whip up and gain that little bit of a spark and just kind of touch down on it.
When you go upstairs, Krak's suit of armor in the last moments are leaning over trying to grab the other battery that he recreated overnight. As it's just as he's frozen out of
I'm
reach.
gonna keep my arms crossed while I look at him and do it too. Like just kind of have my tail just kind of like go and just spart off this little spark to kind of juice it up. Just give him a little jump and just kind of just looking down.
So it powers up enough for the cannon to roll back off the shoulder and the armor to open up from the backside so that he can step out of it. And like when he steps out of it, he is like a full foot shorter now of the armor. Like it gives him some bulk, some size, some impressiveness.
Horrifying. Oh my god.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
Okay, Goblin.
So
And then
you
he's
have
like-
two canisters again.
Okay, good.
I need everyone to open up their inventory sheet and to subtract 9 gold from their living expenses from the past week, plus 2 days.
That's so mean. Why? That's just mean.
As you guys have been living comfortably at a gold a day.
Guess what? RoBear decided to start charging for his living expenses.
It's charging us rent.
What not?
I remember
this
a
ain't the
conversation
rent.
with RoBear. A conversation with RoBear where he's like, "Who hurt you?" Guess what, RoBear? It all comes around.
He did.
Yeah, what?
Does it just magically disappear out of my pockets? Because that's what I feel like my rent does too. Is it just like I had money and then it just
That's
disappears?
called autopay.
It like hits your bank and then immediately just moves away to another place.
I thought that I had a Game Pass subscription going, and I just realized that I still had ESO Plus. So I have a stack of coins on ESO that's outrageous.
You're gonna have all of the cool cosmetics.
Thank God I've got my Game Pass subscription up to date.
Oh man. Oh, yeah. I was still paying for Game Pass, just in another different spot. Yeah. Oh, ridiculous.
So Krak is very like humble and thankful to Akiko, and he's like, you know, we could team up and this thing could be like primo. But I have a really, really weird question. Please don't get offended. And he points up to the egg and he goes, "Do you lay eggs?"
I'm just gonna turn around and walk out of the room. I'm just.
And Krak like waits behind. He like just lifts up his hand. He's like, "I'll take that as a no, and I'll take that as offensive. Okay, sorry about that."
He is a -1 in nature.
It's a -1.
Sure. It's a -1 in it. This makes sense. Oh my god.
I can only imagine Krak's colony's sex education
Ask me where babies came from. What the heck?
behind the knee, Krak, behind the knee.
I said, please don't take offense. That's so good.
And he just
That's
goes
so
over to the
Krak.
egg and he just pats and he's like, "Don't worry, man. We're gonna get you out of there one day."
It's warm and seems to be stable, but no baby owlbear yet.
Oh, soon.
You're gonna get worried anytime someone goes, "Oh, this omelet is abnormally large."
Okay, well, do we have? Is everybody up now? We got everybody here. We gotta figure out. We got some stuff we gotta figure out. Firstly, okay. I mean, number one, this place is a mess, and I mean that nicely, and I mean that in the most genuine way. But everybody's got to be doing a little bit better about picking up after your own stuff. Okay. I mean, we're all here together. It's a shared house. Let's everybody do your share of the work. Everybody all on board?
As Bud says that, you see like all of a sudden just appearing behind you is Wooderson in like a little maid's outfit.
Yes,
Krak's like,
Wooderson is back.
Krak's
I've
been
not
like,
seen Wooderson since we were in the deep.
Krak's been like, "What are you talking about? Wooderson's been here the whole time."
We still can't see Wooderson?
You can sometimes.
Right. So it's
So like
looks like a
sometimes you
ball
see like a
sack.
little like fat fleshy blob in a maid's outfit. Sometimes you just see a maid's outfit.
what? So
Did you make him a custom made outfit?
I mean, he made it himself.
He sews?
Oh, he does so much.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So-
we gotta
so-
get Pal one.
So for chat, Wooderson is literally my helper, and he's my familiar that just does whatever I tell him. That's like how this works.
It's
I
so
love it.
good. Yeah, but I appreciate, and that's a good step in the right direction. But Wooderson can only get a foot off the ground of Dustin. We got this. This place is huge.
And you take a look and notice, and literally think everything knee level is spotless.
Yeah, everything below the knee is just perfect. But then you pan up to the top of the countertop, and you just see dishes with
Gross.
just hair coming off of them. And Wooderson's down there wow, this place is spotless. I've done a great job.
It's like, I did my job. See you guys later.
It's what a shark vacuum sees as it roves around your house. It's a very clean floor and sad.
He's a little Roomba.
Okay, but I mean, for real though, I wanted to put that out there. We're roommates. We're living together. Everybody does a little bit of their own. Okay. And then second thing, we need to figure out our food situation because this place has nothing to eat and I'm starving.
So, shopping trip?
I mean, yes, we definitely should. But I know, Tarben, you said that we have plans now tonight?
Seems we have plans this evening at the Warden's Lodge, yes.
Okay, so we've got basically the day and the afternoon. And then, wait, did it say anything about dress code? Wait, is this like a fancy thing? Wait, do we have to get suits?
You're meeting,
What is it? Soa stuff?
you're meeting a king, so dress appropriately.
Oh my gosh.
As he winks over at Bud, because he's kind of half joking.
I've been now in front of royalty one other time, and it was very unnerving.
At this point, I come back in with my helmet on. I just found it.
I just found it.
Think if you show up as you are, you'll understand exactly where we are in the hierarchy of things. He's not expecting us to be worthy of the inner circle, but I imagine there's a task at hand, and
Yeah, what
warriors are needed.
What do you think he's expecting of us?
I don't know. There's very few times where I can say that.
And then when she
At this point, we show up and we find out what the ask is. Because at a meeting like this, there's always an ask. I'm sure he doesn't want to meet me because of my connection to the north. There's something in hand that I think we could probably be of service to. And if I have my druthers, I really hope it's that son of a bitch who's got Svomia.
Oh, wouldn't that be full circle?
He's gonna pay us, right?
Yeah. It'll open up the shipping lanes to your island as well.
This again, he's trying to be funny a little bit.
I would think that it would be something that is involved with your home if you are there and he asked specifically for you. Otherwise, he would have just sent a missive to the wardens for us to attend, I assume.
But it came from the wardens. They know where we are. And I'm sure as heck don't
I'm getting
know
all that
exactly
conversation in
where
the
we are.
background. We got to be on push. Thank you.
Juicy tea.
Timmy, yeah.
Sorry, that's my fault.
My foot went asleep.
He's not a foot switch.
Thank you.
I guarantee they know who I am and they know who we are. So, yeah. It's kind of a package deal, I think.
Do you know anything about this, Markos?
I did not write the letter.
Well, no, but I mean, it came from part of your warden group, so I didn't know if maybe you had some.
You realize it is a big lodge, though, bud, don't you?
Yeah, but I mean, y'all seem to kind of know each other.
Big lodge. Lots of business inside. Not like Bog Holler, very small. Everyone else's business.
Hey, you know, it's an up and coming town because they got the old shithead running it now.
You made a good decision getting out. No, I do not. I have not seen King Tonga in some time, but Tarben is right. If he is requesting your presence, there will no doubt be some sort of ask. And with it not being inside the royal chambers, I'm sure it will be interesting. These are things that we use the lodge for. But considering that he is the king of the animal kingdom under the sea, it will no doubt be of great importance.
So wait, do you think we should dress really fancy? Because Tarben kind of made me feel like I was fine wearing what I was wearing, but now you're making me feel like I need to be really dolling up.
But King Tonga will not be wearing pants.
Oh, thank goodness. I hate pants.
I knew this would soothe your nerves. Dicks out, homies.
Mine's kind of like always in. It's a weird anatomy thing. We'll explain it later, I guess.
You do that to Krak. So, you need groceries.
Yeah.
These things can be arranged, you rugrats. You realize that we live in the greatest port city in all of Faltura. Yet you have nothing. You've been eating out every day, which I would do too. It's not a bad life until you come home and you are hungry.
That's the problem. That is the current situation.
I will arrange for a porter immediately.
We can get it delivered?
Of course, you savage.
Oh, this is great.
How stocked do you want this place?
That's a group decision. I would not make. I would very kindly request crickets.
You guys have been thus far living comfortably, which is about a gold a day.
I've had cricket before, but I would not make that a choice. Typically,
it's my favorite snack. It's my favorite snack.
I'm fine with whatever. I don't have any special requests.
Not one comfort food item?
No.
Not one.
You even eat.
Yes, I eat, of course. How would I survive if I didn't eat?
What's your top 3 favorite forms of potato?
Baked.
Baked with like butter or just like raw baked potato?
I don't think raw baked potato makes sense because it's baked.
Oh,
so
yeah, I
it wouldn't
meant
be raw.
naked baked potato.
I mean, butter always makes everything better.
Okay, good. Okay.
So butter on the list.
I'm not a heathen.
I don't know. You have no comfort food items. We asked you what food you wanted. You said, I'm down with whatever.
I think comfort food. I don't know. Maybe chicken.
Okay. Maybe get some breading. We could do a fried chicken night.
I had some chowder at the restaurant here in the port that was very good. But that's more of like a going out and eating and not a grocery list. I suppose.
Anything that you can eat out, you can make at home.
I don't. I feel like I need to remind you that I don't do this.
Do any of you guys know how to cook? Have you made a home cooked meal?
On an open fire, yes, plenty of times.
Meanwhile, you look over at Krak, and he's still like kind of still wears like a little apron, like.
Krak the cook.
That's our guy.
I mean, I
She
can
might
cook
be
anything from
referring
like
to-
a nice nice, like thick ribeye to hot garbage.
Maybe just the ones who are actually manning the stoves should pick the groceries.
Those goes.
These are probably a good idea.
And more coffee.
So, good news. You guys can put 6 gold back on to your character sheet. Because I took
What?
too much. It's a gold per week. It's a gold per week. So, you guys are going to use the other amount, 4 gold, and it is going to stock the pantry for the month.
Yes, we got a month worth of food. Let's go.
So you guys have a month worth of provisions coming to the house.
We need to take more off after we put the 6 back on.
No, the 6 is with the calculation on already.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say, well, let's just start a list. Markos apparently knows a guy. I mean, hey, it never hurts to know a guy. So let's just put a little shopping list together. What you want, what you don't want, I guess, and then the groceries will just arrive here. Do we have to leave him a key? Does he just leave him at the front door? How does this work?
Sure, they'll drop the box inside. We don't want the seagulls picking at them.
Don't look at me. I have no idea.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how it happens, just as long as it happens.
That's what I'm all about. Wow. Okay. Well, that's a huge to-do list item off our. We got the whole day now.
I will send for the porters.
Maybe we should do that cleaning you were talking about. As I kind of like try and put my coffee mug back on the table, but I have to like push a bunch of dishes over just for it to actually like fit.
Okay. I will do this. I will start first, and I will say that dishes will be mine. I'll do the dishes. That'll be my chore. I'll do them every day.
No, it's not. That's not how this works. One person's able to do exactly what they want. At some point in time, you will take care of the shitters like everyone else. I have been in this.
Fair.
I have been in this relationship before. This will go on a cycle. Actually, better yet, I do not want to do any of this. I have not cleaned a toilet or a pan in many years, and I do not plan on it either.
I'm not changing out your pool water.
I don't care. You won't have to. He puts another gold coin on the table.
You know a cleaning service too?
It's a city. In fact, it is 2 cities. Go find someone.
There's literally anything you want you can have in this town, I swear. Bud takes a gold coin and slaps it right down on top of yours. Here's to no chores.
If you want to also have anything done for you around the house, it will also cost you. But not a full gold. It'll cost you guys a 5 silver.
I think I'm kind of good with just doing I just want to pay for the chores to be done. Everything else I kind of like doing. You know, put my clothes away. I like those habits and those rituals.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm fine with cleaning a toilet.
Yeah, I don't really mind, but if you want to pay for it, bud, that's fine. My room's spotless. And I use the one dish, fork, and cup every time. And clean it afterwards. And you see like
Skeletor plate.
The one, yeah, it's like the one that's just like clean, and like the little dish rack is like the only 2 that are there, like clean. It's just like very simple in my small world. It's like,
Yeah, everybody says that until they get a little too many drinks in one night. Then, oh, well, I gotta use this cup, then I gotta use this fork.
I don't drink.
Now I know you're joking.
And that's why he's so much fun, bud.
I'd like to think I can be fun.
He just made a joke. He told us that he doesn't drink.
Oh, the day that I wake up where you are laughing, Christian, on your own accord will be a good day. Come, master of jokes. We need to go check in on the lodge.
Of course.
The rest of you, please, feel free to entertain yourself in tonight, and like Bud said, do not worry, you are presentable as adventurers, even as ridiculous as some of you appear. Oh, and Akiko, please, I'm sorry, maybe it is the old man in me, but do tell your teachers that you're still alive.
I
if
was
you could
just
for me.
about to say that's what I was gonna go do. Is like, if I got a couple hours, I should probably go to the college.
Of course you were.
Of course you were.
I know it's been on. I could see
Sure.
it. It's on the top of your mind. But if you could do so that people
It's
don't
not,
start
but
asking
I really don't
me.
want them knowing this address. If you've talked to them,
If you're going to drop out of the class, do so you get your money back, or observe the class. I'm sorry. I am not your father. My apologies.
Sound an awful lot like Daddy Kosta over there.
I was once in university too.
It's all right, Akiko. If I don't have to clean toilets, I'll escort you if you need someone to go with you.
I mean, it's a nice campus. We can grab some food on the way.
And now you're talking my language.
I need the mini animation of Akiko walking with Tarben, like in Studio Ghibli style.
Yes.
Oh, oh, going for street meat, sitting down.
Yep. The biggest mouth that you could imagine on Tarben as he takes the big bite of that food.
Akiko's got the
So
one
imagine
chicken on the
walking up
stick.
to a teacher, it's just like, oh yeah, who is that? Oh, don't worry about him. Look at me. I've been a little busy.
Uh-oh.
That's why I don't petition your class anymore. Oh no, we lost
Yeah,
the bud.
My camera died.
You're looking a little green over there, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. You're looking.
Hey guys. Hey. What's
And I will see myself out as Tien and Markos head to the lodge early. Tarben and Akiko planning to go to the college. Bud, Krak, what are you planning on doing to spend your afternoon?
So Krak is going to spend the day researching what this, he knows what the egg is, because he, as he was inspecting it and moving it around, he literally saw a tag on the bottom that says owlbear egg. It's in permanent marker. It's real obvious. He just needs to know, he needs to find somebody who lays eggs and reproduces through egg so that he can figure out how eggs work. Because in goblin culture, they're not eggs, man. They come out like little creepy little hedgehogs. It doesn't come out as an egg. So he's gonna spend his time looking for some sort of ranger or somebody who's efficient in nature in some sort.
You're looking for a stable master.
Actually, that's funny that you should mention that. I was actually thinking if we have a little bit of time, there was some old connections I was gonna go check in on, just kind of lay a little groundwork, see if we can start building a little rapport, a little bit of a name for ourselves, maybe. So I was gonna go check in with some folks, but I actually know a guy who might be able to help you answer some of these nature questions. So if you want, I can maybe walk with you. I'll go introduce you to him, and then I'll leave you two to talk about eggs and how they work, I guess, and handle my business.
I have a question for you, bud.
Yeah.
Do you lay eggs?
I actually don't know. No, I do not. No, I do not.
Under the right conditions, if you put the chemicals in the water,
Kinda, sometimes, sorta.
I feel a change.
Frogs.
It can't turn me gay if I already am.
It makes the frogs gay. Yeah, but what the hell was his name? Oh, that's Jerry. That's right. That's who it was. So we'll go introduce you to Jerry, and then I'll leave you two to have at it and kind of make my way and go see if I can catch up with a little cousin of mine.
All right, I need a representative from each group to roll a flat D20.
Are we?
Considering
are
it's me and you, Rob, I'll do it.
Thank you.
Oh, it's right on that 20 line.
Is Bud and Krak, is that going to be 2 rolls or 1 roll and then 1 for myself? Because I'll be
one
breaking
roll
up.
from a representative of the group.
Oh, right
Okay,
on.
I will roll just
Do it.
straight D20.
Mhm.
How did we all just...
What a cluster. 14, 15, 15.
Oh, you were trying to
Roll.
find the order. Yep,
Rollies!
there it is. Okay.
Oh my god.
No.
This is a sea of 15.
15s in a row. Crack, throw
It's not an
15,
important
please.
role, so you know.
That's better.
There you go.
We will start off with Mr. T and myself when we come back from our beverage break.
Yas.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get my camera to work.
Ah.
Oh, what happened to it?
Whatever, we like you as a frog anyway. Oh my god, I'm so thirsty. All that saltwater seafood. Yes, I have been aware that they've had the connection since beta. Ass. I believe that we will be routing the roles into its own Discord thread so that in case we get moved around for the umpteenth time, that it remains in the same place. But it is good for continuity of things. Very much so.
It is being very weird. I'm tempted to reboot, but it's not as important enough to do that to risk something else not working for it coming back up from a reboot. So I'm just gonna
Go for a reboot. You're fine. This is exactly the perfect time to do so.
All right, I will do it. Burb.
Oh, Fortuna. Mix It Up is putting out their public beta for YouTube, Sly. Hammer, don't hurt him. Keep him entertained. I'm going to get my beverage.
I bet. What's good, chat? Hello. Welcome. I'm in control of the stream now. Me and Akiko are. We are the DM. We are the masters of our own futures. Maybe it's just me. Or maybe it's Maybelline. What an interesting episode so far, right? Chores and letters from mysterious kings.
You're a mysterious king.
I'm interested to meet the Orca.
Me too.
Gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because none of us have any expectation of what's going to happen.
Oh, it's gonna be pretty good though, I think.
I'm excited. Actually, I don't know if I'm more excited about the college experience that Tarben's about to get or the meeting with King Tonga. I think both are going to be very eye-opening because he's never seen higher academia. You have to remember he's a mountainous people. He's a village people.
He's gonna be like, I have no idea what is going on.
I want a bunch of college girls to try and jump Tarben.
Oh my! He won't know what to do with himself. He will
Exactly.
He's gonna go, full knight of honor.
Yeah, he's also so chivalrous. He just wouldn't even like understand what they're doing. It's one of those like they're like passively trying to hit him on it. He's just like, I don't. He's like goes straight Christian on it, like just
exactly. I'm sorry. Do you have an issue with your eyes? You seem to be batting them very, very hard right now.
Yeah, well, of course,
they're like
my
trying
arms
to
are.
touch your arm and like do the.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Of course, my arms are big. I'm a bear. I've got big muscles because that's how I am.
Oh my god, do you work out at the gym on campus?
No, I kill things.
I can totally see that. You're killing it in the gym. Absolutely.
Every day, kill.
Can we have Adam play? Can you RP as the girls that walk up to
absolutely.
As much as I possibly can. I kill.
Wow.
It's how I survive.
How big is your sword?
Caramount's bite is about 7.
Oh my god, you named your sword? That's so cute. Can I see it? Could you show it to me?
I mean, if you want to see it, it's right here.
Whoa, it's lofty. It's so big when you swing it around like that.
So it just takes 2 hands. That's why the grip is extra long.
Oh, okay. So do you wrestle as well? Is that part of like?
Occasionally, someone will disarm me, and I'll have to wrestle with them. But it's few and far between.
Oh,
they're dead before that happens.
Well, I've got about 2 hours before my next class. Maybe you could come back to my dorm room and show me a few moves.
It doesn't seem like I'm in danger being with you.
It's okay. I have a king bed.
You need more than that.
It's one of the new dorms.
I was supposed to say a king bed in a dorm.
I was gonna say you got a king bed in a dorm?
I'm actually the dean's daughter. My name's Tiffany.
She's got a Kardashian dorm. Thank you very much.
It's actually a sorority house. I just was, being proper.
Tarben may not make this meeting with the Orca. I got distracted. I didn't know what a collective dorm was.
Just really hoping you'll bear it all.
I swear, I just had to go into the dean's office for like a couple minutes and I left him and I can't find him. I'm sorry. I'm like
sorry,
scurrying
King
around
Tonga.
campus.
I can't find Tarben right now. He disappeared while he was on the college campus.
You may be the bear, but I can't wait to put my claws in you.
Oh my God. Lord help us all, please.
Can't wait for like Rob to watch that whole scene
Yes, please.
play out. Everything's
Fanfic just
fine.
happened during
Yeah.
break. It was great.
We had fanfic.
This whole thing's
It's
a fanfic.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
We
Big
dropped
fanfic.
73 F bombs.
That's a
Don't
lot.
listen to, just don't listen to him at all.
we dropped 30 gigs worth.
Guys,
Almost
that,
33.
that dorm experience break, we're going to title that Bare Necessities.
Oh my god, you can be the bear in breakfast.
Mm.
This is CaptainRoBear's Necessities, LLC.
Which I constantly think is a lingerie line.
Could be.
Every time I see that name, I'm like, what? What did I buy?
I bought a sweet pair of negligee.
The thirst quencher. I haven't had Hawaiian punch probably a decade.
Bro.
Dude.
Those little sugar-free pouches.
Speaking of pouches, you know the new one I'm hooked on is the Crystal Light Lemonade.
Dude, you're just now hooked on that? That was my childhood.
I'm hooked back on it. But yeah,
Man,
it's so citrusy. It's so good.
Crystal Light just makes me smell the mothballs in your cedar chest.
You mean my hairy chest?
Francine. Crystal Light. I don't think there's... It's like my aunt.
Hey, they got
Krak.
all new marketing. It's catchy now, man. It's catchy.
For me, it was like Crystal Light at one grandma's, and what was the orange drink at
Tang?
grandma's? Tang. Oh my god, it was like Crystal Light or Tang. Those
Wow.
are the only two things.
Dude, Tang was the
You had
stuff.
one cool grandma and one old grandma, apparently.
Well, I had one grandma with
Tangs were the
diabetes.
astronaut drank.
I had
Tang's still
grandpa with
awesome.
diabetes. Hello.
Hey, you just go to the whatever this chemical that they've discovered for the most recent zero sugar products definitely is going to kill us all
Yeah,
because
it's not aspartame and it's good.
it's really good.
It's the same thing they put in zero Coke Zero.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's at that point where it's like, nah, it doesn't bother me at all. It tastes like it's normal.
Tastes like happiness to me.
Yay for
You want that
Kool-Aid!
penis? Is anybody else nervous that we just split up our group? Like drastically split up our group? Okay, good.
We're
Uh,
fine.
Not at all. What's
took
the
a
worst
dangerous
that could
one.
happen?
Speaking of which, I got to change my AC that I'm not wearing that armor.
Yeah.
I've already been scarred emotionally enough. I'm fine. Whatever.
Whatever happens, happens.
If he dies, he dies.
I'm taking Tarben to a Quiznos. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, rest in
Mm-mm-mm-mm,
peace.
Toasty.
Dude, Quiznos. What a ancient dead franchise.
That
Oh,
was the best French dip you could ever ask for under $10.
Really was.
It really was. It was like
That peppercorn, steak and
Yep.
peppercorn. Oh,
and
man.
their au jus was on point for, I mean, just being a bunch of high schoolers running it. Like, yeah, I'm down with it.
It was awesome. So much
I worked
better.
at Quiznos
How does
for a while.
Subway live and Quiznos is dead? How?
Well, one of them had Jared. So
Where was the
it's
Where's the justice?
It doesn't exist.
Mm-mm. Picking up with Christian and Markos. Making a stroll through the promenade down towards Marincia. You know, Christian, I think it is time that I do a favor and make some introductions for the rest of the group. I am concerned that they, with like the letter this morning, they do not need to feel like they're somehow being left out of this new experience in the new world. It is not everyone to walk the warden's way. Nor do I think that they want to walk the warden's way. They need proper introductions to other guilds that are suitable for their skills. Especially Krak, so hopefully he doesn't blow up the rest of you and the new home that you have purchased.
That would be ideal. How would that work, though? I'm still unfamiliar with us working together, yet under different guilds and prerogatives.
There are many guilds. We are all wayfinders under a large, large banner. However, we have our own goals and interests as well. You fit well with the wardens because of your oaths, your dedications. These are things that we do, we know, and we honor. Other guilds are not made of such pacts. Focus more on their strengths. Someone could foster the tinkering skills of Krak. Someone that can help home in and find a place for Bud to find more work. Learn the ins and outs of the city. Someone more connected on both sides of the diplomacy scale, if you know what I mean. Not everyone is supposed to walk the same path, but I don't believe they know all their options. While you all took jobs from the dawn, they are not all that way. And there are some guilds, in my opinion, that people should shun and stay away from. But that is not my decision. I can only give them my opinion. They must walk their own path.
Indeed, we all make our own choices, and those choices have consequences. Some good, some bad. But there is likely a path ahead for everyone, albeit different. And some, I feel, don't quite know what that path is.
I think we can agree on that.
Since we have a moment, what do you think of Akiko?
I think she needs to tell her teachers that she's still alive before I get summoned for missing persons. Kid.
True.
I focus my jokes on Krak because they are easy. The one who needs the utmost attention is her. She will have to learn how to wield the storm. But I'm not sure that any teacher there will be able to show her the way. I just don't know. Whatever storm resides in her, only Gozad may know.
She is the one I'm most cautious of.
You should be.
But I think it's fair to say that she is the one that I have the most optimism for. If she can control whatever that power is, she will be a force unmatched.
Enough to free us from an underwater prison. I know. She has a long road ahead. But that will be up to her. Those are questions that she'll have to answer for herself. We can only watch.
Agreed. And help. Should questions or guidance be asked. Probably more so from you.
On to that note, it's time for you to relax. You're not back home anymore. You speak to them as if they are in some sort of military unit. Eventually they will stop listening, Christain.
It is a dragon's nature to be isolated, but you're not wrong. And I've taken a new path. It's hard to shed what's been religion drilled to every fiber of your being for, well, since you've been alive.
You
But
come
you're not
from a
wrong.
much different culture, Christain, there's no doubt. You will learn to adapt our laissez-faire ways more than you believe. But I'm not asking you to get rid of who you are either. Not asking you to take your scales off, dragon. I just want you to take in this new perspective. I am not your teacher of the old ways. I am your teacher of the new. You will have 1 foot in your old world and 1 foot in the new. This will make you stronger than any of your dragons that you have ran into before. Will they clutch to their pearls of the past? You will be a general that can pivot and move. Your rigidity will eventually become flexibility. Maybe you'll even come to terms to enjoy yourself.
You know, it's funny, they spoke about that this morning, joking about, oh, I think you even said it the last time I laughed at myself. It's odd. Hard to remember the last time I really laughed.
I am not here to hold you to your sins of the past, only to make you learn from your sins future. And that will involve much pain, much laughter as well. He'll put a hand on your shoulder. There is more to life than just your oaths. Christain, being a dragon knight is not an acceptable personality.
And I will endeavor to become a warden.
You don't get it. Being a warden is not an acceptable personality. I expect you to be Christian Geller. Whenever you find out who that is.
He just nods and kind of ponders on your words as we continue to walk to our destination.
Next group up.
Is that Bud and Krak, or is that Akiko and
Bud and
That's
Krak.
Akiko.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Oh, no.
we were the Tide 15,
Oh,
right?
we wrote
Yeah.
the Tide 15. You're right.
Okay. So Jerry, he's smelly. Mainly, that's kind of the main thing I remember about him.
Okay.
And but he's good with animals. Kind of good with animals.
I mean,
And I'm gonna take him to Jerry, the stable guy.
I think all smelly dudes are good with animals.
I feel like it's kind of like a part of the territory. I don't know. Him and Pal got along great. So, I mean, that not that Pal doesn't get along great with most everybody, but
Yeah, he's not really a good barometer of character, man. I gotta let it like.
hey,
That's
no,
an observation.
Bud picks up his finger and points. Hey, do you remember those really jerky broy guys at the docks? You remember that way back when?
You mean the ones that we took the arm of?
No. Those are the pirates. The way back.
Oh, Chad and Brad. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. So, just saying. Now, where he's at and how to get there the fastest is a different story, and I am going to do my best to remember. As I will give you a society check to see if I can remember how to get to Jerry, the stable guy. No! It's still a great roll.
One is a one, buddy.
No, one is a 111.
As you take off, Krak, even for you, it sets in, circling around for the second, third, now the fourth time.
Hey, man, I think that's the same statue that we keep passing.
No, see, it's. Oh shit! You're right. Okay. Yep. I don't know where I'm going.
You look over and there are what can be contained as the shabbiest manger and about 6 or 7 goats. You can tell that this vendor has been squatting here for some time. There's like a nice farmer's market that's all around them. And there is one person in a Canadian tuxedo, full wool on top around, even though it is hot here, and crimped around, round spectacles that is herding around these deer. It is a male halfling with just that disgusting 5 o'clock shadow mange.
So
It's like the beer swilling 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh yeah. Excuse me! You two look like you're interested in some livestock.
I lean over to Bud. I'm like, is that Jerry?
That is definitely, I'm pretty sure not Jerry.
My name is Poe Tanglestrand. And I have a deal for you. Pygmy goats. One of them hits Poe so hard in the back of the leg, you hear the tendon snap as he goes down to one knee. Ah, ah!
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
I have a really important question. Do they lay eggs?
Eggs erroneous, eggs over easy, eggs on Sunday, eggs twice on Tuesday. I have eggs. Yes.
No, sorry. I think you misunderstood me. I didn't ask if you have eggs. I asked if these pygmy goats lay them.
No, the pygmy goats don't lay eggs, but I have eggs. Yes. As Poe runs around to the backside of this cart and wheels it over, as there is this amalgamation of about, give or take, 15 different eggs of various shapes and sizes, spots and colors.
You see Bud's head like turn to the side as there's like all these different eggs in one carton. Well, that's not something you see every day.
Where's Pal right?
Pal should be right next to me, but we can roll a wisdom check to see if he's playing with the goats or not.
Hey! If he eats one of them, you pay.
Pal, remember we said you got to ask.
I imagine that Pal is headbutting with the goats.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
think
not
that's a very
interested
fair
that he's
call.
got a full stomach. You can just see.
And he's trying out his new armor, so he's dropping his head down.
If he so much as twists his haunch off. Yes! I'm still limping around. It's clearly that my leg is dislocated.
Nah, you don't gotta worry about Pal. He'll be fine, right, Pal? Yeah, look at me, eyes. Yeah, not food.
I'll tell you to put a leash on that thing, but you already have.
Hey, he's fine. He'll be fine.
What does that thing even do? Like you could stop it.
Watch where you're coughing, Jesus. I'd rather you fought in my face, actually.
Really?
It seems more sanitary. Anyway, the eggs.
What's your address? It's a joke. I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
It's the other side of town, man.
I can tell. I haven't seen you walking around here.
Do any of the eggs look like the owlbear egg?
Roll a perception check.
Oh.
Actually, no. You can roll a nature first.
Once you said no, I was like, I know what he's gonna make me do.
I know what he's gonna do. Can I give him assistance? I'm right there next to him, and I'm intrigued by this egg situation.
All right, roll your nature too. Okay. Naughty by nature. Let's go, boys.
I don't remember exactly what yours looked like, but I don't know. That one in the corner kind of has the same spots, doesn't it?
You can't tell. There are a ton of miscellaneous eggs in here, and every time you look over there, it could be an ostrich too. You don't know.
Where did you get all these eggs from?
That's for me to know and for you to buy. I can't leave here with him.
Are these stolen eggs?
Shush.
These are stolen eggs?
No, they are free range harvested.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Poe, how about you get the out of here? No, I have the right to squat here. This is officially pygmy goat habitat, and you can't kick me out. Everyone pays to know the in and outs of the city. You're stepping on pygmy goat habitat. He points down to the pile of shit that your foot's in. We're all just trying to make a living here.
I'll defer to you, Krak. I mean, these eggs all just look like regular eggs to me.
What are you looking for? What are you looking at there? I mean, what is a small omelet versus a large omelet? What are you...
Well,
So
it's
concerned.
not necessarily an omelet that I'm trying to create. It's more, I'm trying to free something from an eggshell.
The duly departed. He's brooding. Does your fiend always brood? I'm speaking to you, green guy.
I mean, we're both green.
All three of us are green.
Oh, shit. You're right. Quit headbutting the pygmies! There's three of them that are fainted. His pal just keeps going down the list.
King of the hill! Just laying on them as he collects them as they pass out.
If a single one of those is dead, you're paying for it. This is
Absolutely, but I guarantee you not a single one of them is going to have a single scratch.
This is a pygmy goat preserve. You're about to make it a cemetery. What are you searching for? Something in particular? I don't. When I go around, when I free range, when I free range collect.
I'm trying to free something from an egg.
Have you ever hatched one of these eggs that you have?
Oh God, no! Who knows what could come out of the bastard child? I don't even need one of these birds following me from around here. Aren't the albatrosses and the seagulls enough? They damn near pick the food out of your hands. These birds, they're best in omelets versus in your hand. That's. But if you were a good amount of warmth and tender loving care, I'd have. How big is your egg?
I mean, like...
Is it about this big? Is it about this big? He goes and he puts hands up on your belly in a very awkward... You know the old man that you've seen do this in a grocery store. Yep. Roles have been reversed. Is it about that big?
Say, is that an excuse to touch you? Yeah, use this excuse to touch you.
How many Werthers could you fit in there? I can tell he's speechless.
I mean, the egg is like, first, sir, don't touch me. You don't want to touch me.
This is old Provoco.
Oh,
this is Merrowstrand. You're safe here.
It's not right.
As a couple, you're safe here. I promise.
If you don't take your hands off me, I'm gonna need an adult.
Okay. Fine.
Now, to answer your question, Krak like rubs his own belly. He's like, bigger than this.
Oh God. It's dragon egg or larger?
No, not dragon. The bottom of the egg had like some markings on it, and it's clearly said not dragon. It said owlbear.
You have an owlbear egg.
I don't. Judging by the look of your eyes, I'm gonna say I don't.
The first thing I can tell you is whoever sold you on a pygmy owlbear is full of shit. There isn't such a thing as a pygmy owlbear. That thing is going to be full size, and it will eventually eat you out from house and home.
I mean, I assume they're kind of like having a snake. It only gets as big as its cage.
It's absolutely not true.
I've never met an owlbear. I have no idea what to expect.
I'll give you
How big-
200 gold pieces for your owlbear egg.
I'm sorry, what?
200 gold pieces.
And like Krak just kind of like stops and like looks at Bud and is like, "What do I do, dude?"
That's a lot of. Wait, you've got 200 gold on you? Oh, you stand in shit.
Speak for
You want us to
yourself.
believe that you have 200 gold on you?
He shakes a Crown Royal bag that's tied to his belt. Ring, ring, ring.
Well, I mean, I'll leave that up to you, Krak, but that's a lot of coin for an egg.
And sir, may I ask what you will do when you procure this egg?
None of your business. Once the egg is mine, the child is mine.
Okay, just by that statement alone, I think I'm gonna say no deal.
No,
I think that's probably a fair. Yep, I agree.
no.
with that.
What, I haven't asked how you want to raise your owlbear. You won't ask me how I'll raise my...
Listen, with the unconsensual touching, and then you called it the child. I'm out.
I think he's telling you no deal, Howie Mandel. No deal.
My name is
Also,
Poe.
I have half a mind to report you to the wardens. I'm a very good friend of one.
No,
and it just-
please, no, I would like... His dislocated knee is kind of hobbling to the side. He's picking up his goats that now 100% of them are knocked out by Pal. His noggin's too head for my baby goats. Fine. Report me. But I'll find another farmer's market.
You're a pretty weird guy. I'm not glad I met you.
I know where you live.
No, you don't.
You don't. No, I agree.
I'm going there right now. As he gathers up his cart and he starts heading from the way that you walked. Remember,
Luckily-
the city's free range.
Luckily, we walked in circles, so good luck tracing our steps.
100%.
Also, I forgot to tell you guys I trapped the place before we left.
Well, I don't know who else you're telling that to other than me, but okay, that is good to know.
Yeah, I don't really
If
trust
we
anybody
get
in this
home
neighborhood.
early- oh.
Remember that thing I did underwater with like the
bombs?
maybe.
Oh my god!
As you
They're
all
not as bad though. They're not as bad.
unsuccessfully procure some knowledge about owlbear eggs.
I don't know. Somewhat successful. At least worth 200 gold to some dude.
At the very least, it gives me a -1 still.
You have no idea what was in his Crown Royal bag.
No, you do not. No, we do not.
Tarben, Akiko.
Fanfic time.
I don't understand what we're gonna find on this campus.
I don't. Lunch, first off.
I'm okay with lunch, but I don't understand why you have to check in with these teachers. Can't they just take your word? Can't you send them a seagull?
Honestly, at this point, I'm surprised they didn't try and come find me.
They do that.
Well, people, when they find out what I can do, tend to try and make sure they know where I am.
Wait, hold on. So, all of your teachers know that you can conjure the storm.
with some of them. I try not to like make it too big of a deal, but I am here specifically to kind of learn more of what kind of encompasses it.
Tarben just looks at you kind of cross-eyed. The hell are you majoring in?
Honestly, at this point, everything. As I just kind of like have, because I have my whole like book bag with me that's always just been like overfilled with stuff, and I just give that just exhausted look. I've been hopping from like schools, temples, libraries, just trying to like gain anything I can on this, and I'm annoyed with it at this point.
I'll tell you right now, I will make sure that no one tries to kill you while we're here. But I'm very curious is exactly this what you call higher learning. Why it couldn't have been taught by your elders.
I didn't really have elders growing up. There was no one like me, so I kind of got shipped off.
Well, I am sorry for your tribe, but I'm glad you've got shipped here to me. We'll make sure you stay protected.
Fell in the right direction. Honestly, and I kind of look around at the college. Everyone's kind of looking at this giant bear walking around with us. I'm gonna look out for you two. I just kind of pat him on the shoulder.
They try and assault me. I will most certainly kill them.
I don't think anyone's gonna try and fight you.
Good. As long as no one gives you, whatever you said, crap, then, we'll be fine. Let's visit your teachers and get the hell out of this place. I'm very uncomfortable here.
And we're gonna just head further into the college.
Tarben, it's like, walking inside of a foreign country.
That's kind of how I feel right now.
There's a lot of eyeballs on you, and it is unsettling. There's a lot of people fastly connecting from building to building, carrying books. You've never been in an academic atmosphere before, so this is all a very strange world. It's very hectic. There are bells going off, and everything seems to be in this organized chaos around you. There's a bit of bear anxiety going on here.
He's very much walking with his falchion with one hand over the other across the middle of his chest as he's walking through all this with Akiko leading the way. He does not know what to expect. He's kind of waiting for something to jump out and try and kill him.
Not much different than the feelings that our servicemen and women feel coming back and going through the higher education process as well. There is this high level of anxiety for people not walking in an organized fashion. Some people not respecting just your general space and size, being too close or walking up on your sidestep. Everything that you've been taught as a mercenary is just red flagville here, while you focus on what you came here for, is protecting your friend as they simply make their way through school.
I assume I can see how just out of place and nervous he is. It's very.
I'm not hiding. I'm very visibly bear sweating at this point.
Oh,
I'm just gonna kind of turn and
as Tarben gets bumped up into one person, just not even realizing, whoa.
You know what? Maybe we go to the food court first. Get something to take the little edge off.
I'm hungry. I just want to make sure that we're not getting ambushed. There's so many people walking around here. It's easy for them to spring up on us and trying to attack.
One
Yeah,
guy
we need to
shoots a
get you a
paper
snack.
wad up over the top of your head. Too tall. Let's see if that clears. That's a flat roll.
I'm almost ready to swing at it.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
It does not clear. It's going right for you, center mass.
I don't know. Heads, I try and swing at it. Tails, I let it go.
How about you give a wisdom?
Yeah, that's probably a better swing.
Give a wisdom save.
If you lose your shit.
I'm not comfortable here. I'm not expecting all this.
That'd be will.
Yes, thank you. I'm looking at my sheet.
I figured you were like wisdom. Where's my wisdom at?
Where's my wisdom at this point?
Oh yeah, there you go.
All right.
Well, every fiber in your body wants to make a vicious and visceral response to this. You think of something that could instantly calm your nerves. It is a
100%.
small 5-second memory.
Tarben just thinks of small pup bears that would ambush you on your way home from a hunt. And while you're on edge and yet you're carrying home this bounty with a few other hunters, it's like you respond, but you don't. You know that there's little cubs who will want to prove themselves. So you kind of expect it on that back end, but you never know when they're going to come. So you've kind of let your guard down a little bit. And for a small memory, he sees this torty little cub come down on the top of a tree while he's carrying back a hunt. And instead of responding with his sword, he just takes his other arm and grapples him underneath his arm and starts to tickle him. It starts to get underneath his arms and just lets him go and slaps him on the rear as he sends him back into the village and just laughs. It's that memory that grasps Tormund's mind that it's not a dangerous place. It's just a place.
As you shake this off, Tarben, you find yourself sitting inside the University Commons of Old Provoco. It is a awesome open air beer garden that is in the middle of these terraces that extends as the city goes up. It's as if you combine sitting seaside in Greece with the best spot in Munich. And you can smell the food, in particular lamb and spices. There is a wicked Euro bar that's by the side of this beer garden as you find yourself settled into your seat across from Kiko. A teacher with university robes, short white crew cut, and dark elven skin, slides across the bench that you're seated. Well, it's like I'm seeing a ghost. As Dean Kalethorn slides into a seat next to both of you.
I was just on my way to your office, actually.
You would know that I particularly do not hold office hours on Tuesdays when they have the Euro bar here. But nice try.
Yeah, well,
It's where
I'm
you
not
find
exactly known for
everyone.
being here, so I think we're both in the clear here.
Well, I can see that someone has taken syllabus day and made it syllabus month, haven't we?
You could say that.
Well, at least we don't have to file the missing persons report anymore. As he takes a stack of papers and begins ripping it up.
I really meant to come back and tell you. I just got
You
so
could have at
busy.
least told your roommate. That's savage.
She doesn't even listen most of the time when I'm talking to her. She just
There's still a human being, Akiko. Needless to say, when we did drop by for a wellness check, they have taken the room over.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Strange boy living there. We've already gotten rid of him, though.
She'll find a new one.
I'm sure they will. So, you do realize that we're coming up on midterm soon.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. I kind of find myself on a path currently. And I don't know if I'll keep coming here.
A strange diversion to mercenary work.
I like to think of it as a practical education. I've always been really good at hands-on learning.
I was really only joking, but it's... As he takes one of his gloves off, and Tarben, you can see there is a hand here that is kind of just pale and wretched and varicose veined. You can tell that there's a lot of experimentation and magic has gone through this man's hand. But he does respect you enough as a mercenary to shake you with his own hand. As decrepit as it may be. I didn't get your name. I apologize.
It's all right. I'm just here to make sure my good friend Akiko stays safe within these grounds. I am Tarben Forgepaw, the Caliban Mountains.
Not many walk here with their own personal bear mercenary. Whatever you've gotten yourself into, Akiko, is no doubt worthy of a life lesson. But all the paperwork that you submitted, all these questions that you have, I feel that you're still in the right place. You're just like everyone else of your age. You need to show up.
I understand that you mean well, but like I have learned more in the past week than the last years of sailing around to different places. And I really, really think this is a good thing for me. And I fully intend to come back, but I'm getting some of those answers. And I'm safe. Look at him.
He's gonna give a perception check here.
Tarben just flashes back with a big toothy smile.
Gyroing out of his mouth.
Oh God, he's on number 4 by this point. This is the best shaved meat he's had in 6 or 7 months.
People like staring at you still, like all in there, like, what is going on over here?
All right. God, I love having statted NPCs. These are
I was
great.
gonna say an NPC sheet he wasn't ready for, but is able to quickly access.
Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 da. I would say that this being a dean would be slightly above a regular teacher. So we're gonna go with a sage on this business.
Mm.
The thing, a dean.
Oh, that's the initiative. And
We going.
we throwing down.
He said,
Goes
"Let
to
me
shake
test
Tarben's
that."
hand and rolls initiative. Oh no!
About to kill this dean.
Snaps his neck.
Well, it's not for me to know anyway. You believe in yourself. In that case, let's fast forward things. And he grabs a stamp and another stack of papers. Welcome to your independent study, Akiko. Let's just find out what all you've learned. As he slides it your way.
And I take my backpack off and kind of like open the thing, and you just kind of see the papers just start to like slide out. Because both me and my little internal brain have been taking notes, apparently.
This is not something I do lightly, Akiko. But not many have shown up to Merrowstrand Commons with a mercenary bear in tow and said they've already set sail around the world. You came here with questions. How far be it to me to stop you if you're finding answers? But I still want to be of assistance. Akiko, when you have
really appreciate that.
questions of where I can help, I expect this report to be filled out by the end of semester.
Well, good news. We bought a house, so I definitely will be back. So I don't have to come back to the dorm, right?
A house in this market?
You need to roll a diplomacy check. You're asking to get out of the university's #1 moneymaker? Forcing people to live on campus?
Oh no, I'm untrained.
Also,
Trust
can
me,
I get
the next
a
time I'm not here and there's a little goblin with bombs. You don't want to meet
Let's
him.
not talk about him.
Also, can I
Trying to
get a
give you
refund?
advantage, that's all.
Can I get a refund on my unused food court credits that I had to repurchase?
Trying to give you a plus on this roll.
I don't know, with these euros on Tuesday, this sounds like the one thing you want to keep.
Sounds pretty
Yeah, that's
good.
fair.
Oh gosh. Please, come on, do good for me.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Ooh.
That feels good.
I like 22.
I mean, she already took over most of my space.
I will not refund the rest of this semester. However, with your independent study, we will consider you eligible for off-campus because of your study.
Everybody wins.
Please do not go around telling anyone, Akiko. You could understand how something like this, if we were to get out, would be damaging to the program.
Oh, I don't hang out with anybody here, so I don't think that'll be an issue.
Noted. I'm serious, Akiko. Please. The college wants to help you.
I know. And
We
I'm
can't
serious
if you
too.
don't give us any data. And it's just another story from a kid in a village outside the city. We have nothing we can go off of. Let us help each other.
Well,
Please.
that's what I'm doing. Isn't that what knowledge is? It's all history and stories, and let me go make some.
Akiko, you know it's all bullshit until you write it down.
Yeah, it's right here. It's practically all over your food.
I see a bunch of haphazard gathered notes
I drew
over a
pictures.
wild several weeks here. I am glad that you are safe, but I expect professional work.
Listen here, Chief. I don't think any of this is MLS grade. But I've seen her blow a ship clear onto course and save every single person that I know within these city limits. So you're gonna give her a break. You're gonna take her notes. You're gonna make what you need out of them.
He's
That's
going
all
to
I've got to
pause, listening to you. Akiko, remember, this is not just up to you. You could hurt someone.
But I could help someone.
You
I could help a lot of people.
don't have the knowledge to make that choice yet. We want you to be able to. But please, tell your friends to be a bit more discreet. You really could
That
go
one's-
missing if they hear those kinds of stories. You're protected here, but I can't protect you outside of university grounds, so I hope and I pray that your friend can.
I think we do a pretty good job so far. I have faith in us, and I'm asking for you to have a little faith in me too.
He lets out a big sigh. The tzatziki sauce is wonderful today. As he folds up his materials. Please be safe. And you, be careful who you share this information with. Not all oracles or... But it's enough of that conversation anyway.
The deal was wonderful. I have to agree with you.
As Dean Calthorn will get up from his seat and leave. You guys have anything else?
Just the last thing. The closing part of that scene. Another female walks up. Oh my god, Kariko! It's been so long. You should see what you've done with the dorm. Oh, this has to be the captain of the water polo team. Hi, my name's Tiffany. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
The hell is water polo?
That's it. And scene.
You're in a Barbie crop top.
Mm-hmm. And specifically got your name wrong, Kariko.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
For sure, like totally as if.
You told them I left!
Yeah, Peter just wasn't doing it for me anymore, so he's off. We're on to Justin. But Tarben, wow, look at those muscles. Anyway.
Were you in Baldur's Gate 3? Stunt?
It's actually wrong. I do all my own stunts.
I saw that squirrel's face. OMG.
Yeah, most people prefer Asterion, but I just like to stare at you.
Want to see it for yourself? Play your cards right. You might find it.
Oh, don't be so grisly.
Oh, that's where you lost me. That's no turning back from that. Ugh. I'm gonna puke just a little bit.
Sorry, I had to, really had to bear down on the last one.
No, I will kill your character. It will be gone.
He's finding this unbearable. Sorry.
You know, it's easy to erase that character and then slide the frog and the gator over just a little bit.
It's called server mute. There we go. Now we're a much better spot here.
Let's go.
Best state this game has been in minutes.
Wow. That's rude.
Back under the sea. In a different section of the Grand Lodge. One much further inside the Sanctum of Sanctums. Even a room that you have not been allowed inside yet, Christain. The rest of the party waits. It will be just a minute, Inner chambers are flexible for both landwalkers and for beasts of the sea. As you can see from the large glass panes that make up these walls that are interwoven between stone, moss, rustic antlers, and spacious sea. This inner chamber begin to fill. Do not worry about your formalities. King Tonga is as relaxed as he gets. You may refer to him as King or King Tonga. Both are acceptable. Anyone have any questions?
I'm just a little nervous.
It's okay to
Getting
be
royalty.
nervous.
You should be nervous.
That didn't help, but thank you.
Not here to dissuade your personal pissant bull nonsense. But just remember, this is greatness you're in the presence of.
Okay.
I just lean over to Bud and I just whisper, most of them are just pricks.
I look back at you. I like whip my head back to you, and I'm like trying to identify. Is that a joke? Were you real?
There's no acknowledgement. It's just that's all I say. It's just like, that's that.
You just see Bud's just kind of like shaking, standing there.
Slowly but surely, the chamber fills, and you can see this massive coral throne that is encapsulated in water as other fish begin to fill in. As Markos makes sure to hand everyone a fresh Merrowstrand, as he dips it in this kind of little cleansing pool that's right in front. Shall we go through the chambers?
Let's.
After me.
But perhaps to let everyone else go before me so I can take up the back end.
This time, a small gate opens up in front of the door. Markos takes one step and drops in. As you guys follow suit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're just supposed to like jump into this thing?
Take faith, step in with strength.
Oh, okay. How about you go first, pal? Pal just kind of like lays down and just kind of like does this very graceful, just right into the water. Okay. And then I'll just take a step, collapse into the water.
As you all slide down, there's a clattering of kind of sonar and talk going off back and forth between several large orcas, as you can see them swimming around this throne, everyone kind of creating this vortex as this shadow from up above descends down like a submarine diving, as this massive unit of an orca descends down onto this coral throne.
Welcome, my visitors. I do trust that it was a short journey below. My name is King Tonga, and the northern seas need your help. Markos, Thank you for arranging this meeting through your mentor, Venris. I am sorry for such short notice. But unfortunately, time is of the essence. Tarben Forgepaw. We both come from cold seas. Your people are in danger.
Tarben looks really confused at this mention of his people being in danger. Danger, my liege. I'm but an exile from the mountain.
Exile or not, you have bled for the Bearfolk.
Will continue if necessary. What is this danger you speak of?
Much like the ice and the pathways that we have cleared before. A mutual assurance of both of our peoples. The reliance on the run of salmon from the Coral River and our spawning grounds has landed us a situation of mutual trust. Opening up the waterways has been a simple task. We have always appreciated the gifts that you have bestowed upon us. In doing so, the salmon has enriched us both. But it is not the ice that blocks our way. Something has your island surrounded and has stopped us from making our run. A darker presence has emerged on the seas. I believe you need to adjust your Merrowstrand.
You might have a child.
In this court, in this economy, who could afford that?
We're all adults here, actually.
Akiko.
I was gonna say.
Sorry, I was taken back by your words. You said there's something blocking the island, the mountains. I was always on the impersonation. I always thought it was it was impenetrable. Once you cleared the ice, there was nothing to stop trade.
As I said, Tarben, it is not the ice.
He's going to send a telepathic message to all of you. As you see basically this pod of orcas swimming towards this ice-locked island. Mountain ridge in the distance. And there's just a line of glowing bioluminescent jellyfish. and one large blue pulse that seems to be at the center of it all. It is a literal armada of jellyfish, cutting off complete access.
We've tried to do our best, but they just keep coming. We've tried to clear a line now for well over a month. I fear for your people, Tarben. Without these fat reserves, we both know they will not last much longer. We know the source of power is wherever that deep corruption and blue lies, but we can't get to it. We've tried.
It may have a connection.
All of you have been to the darkest parts of these seas. Word travels quick. You've escaped a forlorn prison. Something corrupts around Caliban Island. Well, your people are most at risk now. They're not the only ones that rely on this salmon run. And if our calculations are correct, this thing keeps spiraling out of control. That army will be at our doorsteps by the end of the month.
The darkness taking my island. Who's to say it can't take more? Understand your concern. It's a lot.
My proposal. My Praetorian Guard will make a wedge, and we will head to the center of that corruption. It's senseless to fight on any other front. All that will be lost is unnecessary bloodshed. We will divide a wedge. We need you to be the tip of the spear.
Look back at everyone beside me. I can't ask you to defend my homeland. But I would implore each one of you, if you can see it within you, to stand beside me and King Tonga and fight. What is happening on my island is happening. It could spread and only be the epicenter of what's to come. I can't ask you to lay down your lives, but if you would, fight with us. We gracefully accept any assistance. You fight with us,
I'm not gonna lie. This story scares the crap out of me. But I mean, you've had my back a lot now, and so I couldn't sleep with myself if I didn't do all I could. So against my better judgment, yeah, I'm there.
Thank you, bud. And bow.
Pal gives like a battle hiss. Like he got that same mental image that the King Tortoise sent, and that like really that was his pre-workout right there. He is.
First time Tarben sees that and actually will bend down and pat Pal on the head, knowing his fervor for the fight. You will be my field general, little one. I've seen your ferocity. We will fight together. Cleanse my mountain. That's two. Who else is up for this fight?
You don't even need to ask. I signed up the moment I entered this room.
Warden and defender of the realm.
My dragon strength will be with you and your people.
It is our duty to restore these waterways and retain the balance inside the ocean. The wardens will dedicate their full strength to Tonga's wedge, and I will accompany you at the tip of the spear.
Thank you, Markos. And Christain. Akiko, you have studies to make. This doesn't necessarily fill your syllabus.
I'm just gonna stop you. I'm honestly just offended you're even asking me? Of course I'm going.
I'm not asking you, I'm giving you an opportunity to not.
And I'm telling you that's silly. So, when do we leave?
Thank you. You're a asset on the field. And a hell of a fighter. Glad I get to do this with you.
Right back at you, Bear.
Oh, cook my cook. It's your chance to step aside or face certain death.
So, you say this allows me to contribute? This allows me to make the tribe better and stronger.
Most worthy of key of the city nonsense. Of course, if I still sat on that council, I'd have some sway. But being in exile, I can't promise anything.
Would this make you not in exile?
The bear world. Once you're on the outside.
You're literally on the outside.
Uh-oh.
To understand, that first night together, I took you all as my family and offered piece of myself to Svelmia in the beyond. You're just as much the Caliban and the Stonefang Sleuth as I am. If not in body, but in spirit, through me. What we do, we all do together. So yes, you are a part of my tribe.
And for the tribe. And I hope beyond all hope that this gets you back to your tribe and your home.
Tarben sets a big, heavy claw on top of Krak's shoulder. I'm with my tribe. I'm with my home. I'm lucky enough to bring that with me. But if we can bring glory to my birthright and where I'm from, then that is definitely glory to both Articus and Ursa. Thank you.
At the mention of like your tribe and your home, you see Krak's eyes get bigger than they've ever gotten before. And like it's total anime eyes, and there's like just tears welling up in the bottom.
With that, prepare yourselves. We leave in hours.
Oh, like now? Not like, okay.
Every
Got it.
second that we wait, their legion grows. We do not act now. We might not be able to drive a wedge towards the source.
Yeah, no, for some reason I was thinking like we had like a night, or maybe 2 nights, or now makes much more sense. Yeah. Okay.
Strap in, my frog friend. We're gonna need the strength of both you and Pal for what's to come.
Because, yeah. You, be safe out there. I mean, we're gonna have you back, but I don't know. I know how you can get sometimes in the heat of things, and just, be smart. We're gonna do this the smart way, not just the bullheaded way, right?
Tarben takes a knee in front of you, and as he kneels down, he kneels with Carrot Mount's bite, his falchion in one hand next to you, and you sets it into the ground. You can hear it go 2 or 3 inches down as he presses it in to use it as leverage, and he looks at you face to face. You know, I'd die for any one of you. I appreciate your sacrifice in coming to my homeland. If I was lost on the field, know that I will be in the great beyond with all of your memories and a smile. And don't worry, for I will have lived a warrior's life.
and paid tribute with my own blood. Not only for myself, but for you, to offer passage to the great fields beyond. What we do next, no one can predict. But if I fall, don't cry for me. You have many things to do in Boghala, my green one. And every single step of the way, I will be with you. Whether I'm here on the physical plane or in spirit. This is the promise of Ursa and Articus. Together, stronger.
I don't know if I've ever heard a promise like that before. I mean, I still don't like the idea of losing really any one of yous, but I don't know, the way you said it kind of makes sense.
We lift each other up in battle. That is the power of two. It's why I was exiled. When I lost Somia to one-on-one fight, I didn't have my second half. Amongst a stone-fanged sleuth, two is always more powerful than one. The strength of both sides of the pillar. I'm lucky at this point to be going back home with not one, but 5 sides of this pillar. I'm not afraid. And it's not blindness that makes me not afraid. It's the fact that I have all of you with me. We will tear down whatever walls stand in front of us and show that mountain what we are made of. That is why I will die next to you, bud. Next to you, Akiko, Markos, Krak. You've all shown your mettle to me many times over in battle. I can't reach Svelmia, but I can reach for you. And together, we are all stronger. That is the way of the bear.
You're gonna see like Pal get underneath Bud's legs and like lift him up into the air and or into the water and just like let out this very loud gator hiss. Catches Bud off guard, but he just kind of feels in with the moment, like, yeah, let's fucking do this. There it is. There it is.
And then there was one.
Krak, come help me fill vials.
I got you.
Because you have Krak.
Great sentence.
This could go a multitude of ways.
We're not talking the character, we're talking the drug here.
One does not simply have crack.
You guys all have a lesser antidote. Gives you 6 hours of protection against poison. Gives you a +2 on poison saving throws. I'll just put them all inside of your inventories.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Just like that? You just did it that easily?
Dun dun dun.
That's ridiculous.
It's there.
Let us make for the cold seas of Caliban.
Follow my lead.
As you will take off from Marincia. For the first time, you see other creatures of the animal kingdom as armored as Tarben. As these orca all don this large organic coral plate armor. As you guys have a familiar set of large seahorses in tow, you begin to follow behind the wedge in this large army that is headed towards the north. In the distance, in the cover of night, as those orcas begin to crest up and above the waters, you can see them all flashing in the distance. Absolute plague lands worth full of floating jellyfish. And that nasty center point that awaits. Holding on, you can see orca beginning to crash into these. You can see pockets of poison just erupting in this battlefield ahead of you. As there are merfolk and trident, larger Goliath grouper that are tearing away and working towards this center. And it's just like a wall being thrown with quicksand-filled water balloons. Just these slow motion explosions as you pass by, as they make this wedge for you to get to the center. The closer you get, you can see the pulse finally beating there. In front of your eyes, you see that dark corruption that you haven't seen since you went into the depths of the sea. An all too familiar black wisp.
Go for the center! Now! Kill the corruption of these seas!
From that brackish mist that's floating out into the waters, you see this humongous jellyfish float up and out of that pulsing center. And with the black tendrils pulled up to a silhouette of a bear.
Is it?
That you recognize as the corrupted last bits and spirit of your partner. And that is where we will pick up next week.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, I had a feeling that Tarben was going to be blood rage in this battle. I didn't know that it was going to be just absolute bear destruction. Oh boy. I sense a lot of wisdom saves coming.
A lot.
Or will saves.
I both. I mean, everything. Literally.
All the above.
All the above.
Sheesh. Dude, what a fun episode.
Oh. Oh my God!
Lord.
Please. Can
So
it be
you've been
Tuesday already?
You've been wondering what I was gonna do with the darkest part of your partner's soul that was left, and it's
Come back to the freaking island.
to
Like,
it's all that's left there is this piece of is that piece of rage. It's just the forlorn have twisted this piece of revenge energy that's there.
absolutely brutal.
Oh my God! And you know what? It only makes the conversation that I had with Bud even more poignant.
I know. That was like,
Dude, I'm sitting there going, oh man.
Oh.
Rubbing his little hands together.
I mean, I knew that there was a moment to build on this, Tarben returning back to the island. So I wanted to lean into that with you, but I didn't. That was like,
you gotta
dude,
understand that
top tier.
there's a bond that Tarben feels with this group, and it's with Bud more than anyone else. So the fact that you were the one who expressed the concern, I mean, that's his kind of way of letting you know that the only reason he hasn't been more reckless with his own life now that he's lost Famia was because of you.
Right.
It's because he has kind of bonded himself to you and your story that now is all just gonna.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Literally, it's gonna be wisdom checks on every swing.
God.
Oh, I'm so ready.
I enjoyed
Gonna be great.
Krak's references to his tribe. I loved it.
I mean, it is that was that sacrifice. It was literally a sacrifice to her for the people he's bringing in to his inner circle. And it wasn't so much about that moment of him offering her sustenance. It was him offering her a sacrifice to say that I'm bringing more people into our family. And I love that got a chance to come full circle with that moment with Krak. It's just, oh God, it's so good.
I made him sweat a little bit earlier when I said, hey, by the way, make sure you brush up on your own history tonight. What do you mean? What's going on? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Also, the college scene with Rocker, dude, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Totally bought you as a student. That was like doing the whole pushback.
I love it.
I know what's right. I was so on point. I was so good.
I'm glad we got to go back to there and experience some of that, because I mean, we knew that you were kind of that starving student going into that first job, but we didn't really have any of that backstory from it. Now it's like, all right, we get a little more. Now you get into independent studies.
Little tastes.
Now you guys know that you're
I
literally.
thought I was gonna have to drop out. We're good. Yay!
You talked yourself into an independent study. Have you sold it? I had no preconceptions about that. When you're like, I'm getting real world experience. All right, then.
On the job training.
You get to write about it in an independent study. That's got slapped to me
I figured
once.
it'd work, especially if he started hinting at like he knew why I was doing this, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then like, I'm doing what I said I wanted to do.
Yeah. You can understand that he is also under pressure, that there's an oracle that is out and about. And
yeah, that little nugget. Like, what? How does he know that?
100%. That's why she's there. Hey, it gets you into college, but it's also, there's a lot of people, both nefarious and some not so nefarious, that would love to know where the source of power is at. And
It
Christian,
was so good to see you, Kariko. Oh my God.
trying to beat off the women from Tarben constantly.
I'm gonna go to the beach. We're gonna have a beach off. I'm gonna beat you off.
Captain's here, and he's bigger than I remember.
And Christian gets to find his personality.
That was so. Oh my god.
I was so sad that my camera died during that scene.
She sent me the message.
It sounds like an Always Sunny episode.
I just love that you're like, you can't have the Dragonite as your personality, and I'm like, then I'll become a warden.
Warden.
You're like, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Wrong.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? It's like,
It's so good though, because you created this character that's just military and it's rigid, and you come here where people are very, very passionate about what they do, but they also like to drink and like
What snacks you want, damn it?
Tell me your comfort food.
yeah, like this
Potato
is
with butter.
this is essentially my city. This is I've always described it.
New Orleans.
I want New Orleans and Key West. That's really the inspiration of the city. Of above and below is the two cities right next to each other, and I'm like, oh
There.
my god,
I'm definitely there.
Welcome to New RoBear.
I've seen Poe in New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
I've seen Poe in New Orleans.
Bo definitely has cabbage hands.
He is there with his pygmy goats, claiming that it's pygmy goat habitat in the middle of French Quarter.
Key West is just chickens, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fair.
Awesome. Love you guys. I can't wait for next week. Oh. We'll see you guys then.